Hello world, and welcome back to Minecraft Memoir. This is episode 31. In the last episode, we worked on getting this amphitheater finished. I still think it looks pretty good. We got the mob grinder underneath. It's not really a grinder, but the mob spawner setup underneath all figured out, and they are now being piped out and dropped on the stage. In between episodes, you can see I did a bit of terraforming here. I thought that the just the drop shaft and then the two round sections of stage didn't look all that great. So I built up some landscape and I kind of got everything where I wanted it to be, and it looks pretty good. I can show you here. This landscape is also hollow on the inside. And I don't have any blocks to replace that with now. Unfortunate. But yeah, it's hollow on the inside. Again, I don't really care. I'm not gonna fill it in. It also makes it easier if I plan on changing it in the future. So, yeah, that's my argument, right? I did not put torches right now. So in this episode, I did a bit of thinking in between last episode and this one. We also explained where I've been for the last 6 months in the last episode. So here's what it looks like up top here. I think it's very nice. So yeah, in this episode I said we were going to do a bit of just like civil engineering, pathways and tunnels and whatever. But I wanted to talk to you first. Now there's been kind of like a thought itching at, and this is the ladder going down. There's no reason to have it anymore, but I left it. There's been a thought kind of like itching on my mind while I've been recording these episodes, and it's why didn't I start in earlier versions of Alpha? And I think I finally cracked it. So, excuse me. So when I started the series, I actually wanted to just play Minecraft with my friends. And Alpha 125 was like the only multiplayer version that seemed to be working for us and whatever multiplayer setup we were using. So we just went with that one. And I think what happened was when I went to start recording the series, I didn't really like plan. And I was like, well, we're on Alpha 125 already. We'll just go with it. And so I did. Feels kind of bad. I wish I had started in like the earlier alpha versions. That way you could see like the lime green grass. Like there weren't any pseudo biomes like there are now. But like there's a desert, but like it's not labeled a desert. So, oh well. I think we're gonna stick with this version. I've already made too much progress in it, and I'm not rolling back all this building I've done. So, yeah. Right, so the other thing I wanted to talk about was looking at older Minecraft videos for inspiration. So I have recently started finding older clips on YouTube. Not clips, but like older Minecraft world tours on YouTube. And I didn't really do that in any like recording of previous Minecraft Memoir episodes. The reason being I didn't know how. So apparently, you might know this, I just found out, there's a function on YouTube that allows you to sort by the year, or at least like sort for videos before a certain year. And you just type in before, colon, and then whatever year you want to sort from beforehand. So for instance, if you do before 2012, it'll only show you videos from 2011 and before, which is really handy for finding videos of people playing this version of the game when it actually came out. So I've been doing that, and some of it is just people showing their server tours, and then some of them are like Minecraft YouTubers before they got crazy popular, kind of showing their old, survival player, single player worlds. It's been very, very enlightening, and I've actually picked up a few tips, like stone buttons exist in this version, so I don't know if I need regular stone, but that's exciting. So I don't have to use levers for opening doors. I can actually put a button by a door. So that's really cool. What I have found though is that because I've been looking to see like what were people in these old versions, what were they building, you know? Like is what I'm building, does it stack up? Am I going overboard a little bit? Underboard, if that's a word. And it's coming out to be that I'm going overboard, actually. Uh, People really didn't know how to build yet. Like when this version of Minecraft came out, it was, I want to say, it was late 2010, like October maybe. And I really should know that considering it's the basis of this series, but for now, just October 2010-ish, maybe December. And people weren't really like doing whole grand things. Not that this is whole grand, but it's pretty nice. But people really hadn't figured out like build styles yet. So a lot of the videos I'm finding aren't all that useful for architectural inspiration. More just like variety of things. People were doing like a lot of pixel art and like castles, which is cool, but like not not my bread and butter, especially pixel art. So I'm also just kind of talking at you while I'm running around here because it's nighttime. So yeah, it's very interesting. Like people's ideas of windmills were a lot more simple. Castles were basically just cobblestone walls, like which is what a castle is, but like they were very simple. Um, so I was thinking later on I would potentially want to do something that leaned into that aspect. Uh, and I was thinking I might want to do like a wonky castle where like the proportions are all messed up because, no offense, sometimes people messed up their proportions in their earlier builds, which I understand. I also do the same. But like it really exaggerated like low ceilings, wide hallways, and like weird blocks where they shouldn't be. So that's going to be a future thing. I don't know if I'm going to do that today. Let me run around a bit. I'll figure out what we're going to do today. I actually found an activity we can do that doesn't require us to skip the night. So, while building the other stuff, I've been coming down here periodically to, mine out some cobblestone because that's really what we're hurting for is cobble. Like, I don't like to do a whole lot of mining, so we're not getting a whole lot of cobble coming in. And I've gotten to the Y levels because this whole level of mining is done. So I've been going up. And this Y level is finished too. So I would either have to keep going up or potentially go down. But if I went down, I'd find more lava. And if I went up, I would find less diamonds, or fewer diamonds. And more just like iron and redstone, which is good. So I might still keep going up. But I really want to keep the possibility of finding passive diamonds there. So I decided in an effort to also get much more cobblestone than I was, to just dig this big tunnel. And it goes 5 blocks tall, and it goes in the -x, +z, whatever cardinal direction that is. I don't remember those. I only remember them once they're actually put on the F3 menu. You can see I actually did find some diamonds. I didn't mine them yet because I wanted to show you. This is a bit of a big development, but it's been very passive. Like only do I come here to get cobblestone. But I figured we could actually, I also broke into this lava, which made me want to stop and potentially show you. But this is in the direction of the desert that we always see when we're standing near the amphitheater outside the house. And I think it'd be interesting to have an underground tunnel lead to that desert so I don't have to cross a body of water every time to get to it. So that being said, I would like to figure out the coordinates of like an above ground place in the desert. And then we'll just dig this giant tunnel all the way there. So if we have rails, they'll also have to come through here, which would nicely link everything up, make some rail loops, So we'll get that done. And they'll also be on a diagonal, which I think makes the rails go faster. Don't quote me on that. Ooh, it wouldn't be centered though. We'll figure that out later. But yeah, let me go figure out the coordinates for the desert over there, and then we'll just dig our way towards it. Okay, so I think I figured out a good coordinate here, or the right diagonal to build along to figure out the coordinates. I placed some torches here, but this was a few days ago. You can actually see the grass has grown here quite a bit. It actually was all the way up to here, which was the only blocks that I had placed. Get out of here. So I'm just going to extend this over, because I'm sure at some point I'm going to want grass in this desert. So might as well make it like a passive thing going on. I feel like I said passive a lot today. That might be the word of the day. Yeah, okay, I'm really glad. I wasn't 100% sure that that was gonna connect up correctly, but it did. Ooh, look at that. That's so weird, the way it, like, you can see the lines that it's not, like, lighting up. How many blocks away is that? 2, 3, 4, 7. 9 if you consider the blocks they're standing on. Good to know. So anyway, I placed this torch here. This is 45318. I really hope you can see this. I think I've got enough enough torches placed on that side that you can at least. But this side might be a little dark. So 45318. That does look like a good. Maybe we'll start going up at this block, and then whatever distance we have to go that way to actually reach the surface is, will be good. So I'm just gonna place like the rest of the dirt I've got here. Not the rest of it, but just extend it a little bit. That way the dirt spreads a little faster, or the grass. You know what I mean. Okay, so I'm gonna go back. We'll start digging that channel, and I'll come back when we're, I don't know, close to done. So I decided actually after I got down here that I would indeed like to make these floors now made of grass. And that whole passive project thing should really be done now. So I'm going to go through and just replace all the stairs with dirt. And then I might put stone reinforcing underneath them just so I don't accidentally break the floor out. We'll see if that'll mess up with any of these hallways like this one. But I'll still probably just jump over this way so it works out. But yeah, let me get that done. Okay, so apparently I can't work on the mine even once without dying, so that's cool. So I figured I'd show you what this looks like on the way back. I've already showed it to you before, obviously, but I just want to update you. Like, I've added more minecarts in here. I think there's an automatic way to, like, dispense out minecarts, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I know we are before, like, a lot of redstone is released, so maybe not. Although I did just find out that buttons are a thing, so who knows? It could be a case of like, I just am not experienced yet enough in this version. So the reason why I wanted to record while I'm heading back here is because I have thought of a few designs or things I'd like to make that are kind of like along the way here. For instance, one, I was definitely thinking somewhere along that little island, archipelago. I'm not sure. Somewhere along there, a lighthouse would be really neat. It seems like the perfect spot. So something there for sure. I have mentioned that at all of these boosters, I would like to put in some sort of like shelter so that mobs stop getting inside of those carts because it's really annoying. And also mobs can totally run up here and attack me while I'm like going across. So I'd like that to, not be a possibility. So pretty much at every one of these boosters, I'd build some sort of shack, and hopefully they'd all be different to a degree. I think that one there might be like an actual station. Make it a big, nice one. And so you see that line of torches there and there. I was thinking something that could be cool is like some sort of diagonal stone like archway over the bridge there, for no reason other than purely, it looks cool. Uh, Wait. Oh man, I went right past it. I should have stopped over there. Yeah, so I would like to build that. That would look kind of cool. It it'd probably just be like a version of our viaduct, just smaller. I'd obviously design it a little differently each time, but that's generally what it would look like. Yeah, so I was building right here and I fell. Because for a while there were blocks underneath the stairs, and then just for some reason on that one there isn't. No, I guess it's all single stair step from there. So let me collect my items and go ahead. Okie dokie, didn't have any problems on the way back up this time. And you can see the grass has already started spreading. That's really surprising. Like I just placed these three in this. That's already spread twice. So hopefully it comes down pretty quick. So I did do a bunch of mining, actually, in between. Um, and that pathway is pretty much almost done. So let's go check that out. Trying to decide if I want another torch here or not. Nah, it looks fine. So yes, yeah, here it is. I put the sign down that says, where generally we're heading. And yeah, I got a lot of it dug out here. I think I found some diamonds somewhere. So they might be in the wall on the way. But I keep leaving them to mine on camera and then just forgetting where they are. So it'll be a little surprise for all of us. Here's how it's looking. I like after it gets past the mines, it really just opens up. I think passively, what I'm gonna do is just like quarry out like walls of this tunnel whenever I'm getting low on resources. So, I need resources. That's not right. Yeah. I need resources. Fine. Go 2 blocks that way and 2 blocks that way. And need more resources, 2 more blocks. It works out really well. Like it gets me a ton of resources, and I find so much. It gives me a ton of cobblestone, but I find so many like ores poked into the walls because there's just so much area I'm going through. So I got it dug out all the way to the 450, 318 coordinate. Uh, yeah, there it is. I knew I had like a couple more ores. So is this is 420. Maybe I went a little further past it than I thought. Uh, I think I was going for like 430 actually. Here it is. Here's 450. Okay, yeah, yeah. So I guess we just need to go like up from here. So maybe I'll widen it out. Um, and then we'll just start going forward and up a bit. Maybe I'll go to the end of that hallway and then start going up because I did kind of have it already dug out there. I went way too overboard. I just kind of zoned out and started mining, and it goes so quick. You put something on in the background, it's very therapeutic. So let me figure out what I want to do here, and then next time you will see it, I will have made a decision. Yes. Okay, so I did just indeed overshoot how far I wanted to mine. I think the idea, I was like mining the other night, and probably, just real zoned out. And I don't know, I must have just made some more progress than I had initially planned. So the now official plan is I'm going to hollow out a room at 45318 that is square, and then every block forward will go up 1 or maybe 2. I don't know. I'm kind of inclined to say 2 because that might be a little easier, less jarring for having a minecart going down. And that also would allow us to make it a, slope of 1 if we really wanted to. Uh, but I'd rather take away more material than have to come back and mine out a whole bunch more. So this will be generally the hit stop room. Maybe I'll make this even longer because it's kind of like a entrance way. But yeah, so we're gonna go that way and up. Okay, I decided that we would indeed have both the 2 wide stairs at 450, 318, I think. Uh, and we'll have the channel keep going a bit here. I wanted to clear this out just because I pretty much had already lined it out, and also I had the diamonds here. So I found three more. I mined them, and then I realized, hey, maybe I should record this. So let's see how many we get out of this. Just four? Nah, it looked like it was one vein. Okay. Still, pretty good. So that's seven. That actually kind of more than makes up for what I've been using. Maybe not. I think I've broke even with the amount of ore I've found, versus, the amount I've used just digging this tunnel. I love how the torches are so, like, clean here, and then they just go crazy. I'll fix that up later on. But yeah, so I think we're gonna have it go sort of like this. It's not a bad design. It's pretty simple. I might make it a little more complex after I get it all kind of laid out here. But firstly, I want to finish digging this out. I don't know if it's going to serve any purpose. It might literally just be closed up after I finish it. But at the very least, we get the extra diamonds and resources from this little area. And later on, if I choose to do something with it, it's here and ready. And here's it all completed. Again, probably just going to be a spare room. Might not even use it. But we definitely have, I did kind of do a bit of mental math. We definitely have just barely broken even with our diamonds. But as far as like iron, redstone, coal go, that's really where we're getting our advantage here. And cobblestone. Oh my gosh, we've got so much cobblestone. I think we have, we're working on our third chest here now. So I gotta actually go back and drop all this off. But it's looking very nice. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna just kind of go up and out, and I might update you along the way, or you might just find that I've completely finished it. So I had a really good idea. You can see I doubled up on the grass on this pathway here, and a lot of it has grown. It's actually grown quite far. Uh, I doubled it up just to try to expedite the grass growing, because I think if you give it more blocks to spread to, there's a higher chance of it spreading. I think it looks really good. This was definitely a good idea. Um, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do for these walls here, because like I don't like having this hanging over this, and I can't really use this bit. So I might push out the walls one, or dig into the walls one, to add another layer to the stairs, because I do think these two blocks are nicer than one. But it looks pretty nice, pretty nice. And it's grown from here and here, and it's even grown to down here. So the idea I had was, why not go even further and incorporate it into the thing I'm actively building? So I replaced the floor here with dirt completely, and it's, I think it's reached probably about halfway there. It looks really good. I like this a lot. So I just want to show you before I keep going. I haven't finished by all means, but yeah, this is where we're at. I think it looks really good. Like the torches look very, very nice. Yeah, I like how in these, really not in these versions, just in any version. Like if you have your torch placement figured out, the rest can follow. Like even the, all the cobblestone and dirt and holes in the walls. Like, but those torches, those look quite nice. Oh, I want to fill that. So, you know, tips for the future. You ever want something to look professional, just work on your torches. They're very nice. I actually think I might dig these down and like put some hidden lighting here. It might affect the walls though, because that means the light source goes 2 blocks further away than it already is. So like these little darker section on the walls might get dark enough to actually spawn. But we'll see. We'll see what I can do. And then here's how this bit is looking so far. I decided only to do dirt on this bottom layer. I might put it on here, but I want to get this kind of all laid out before I do any design changes. It's definitely a lot more mining than I was planning. Not in a bad way. I'm getting the resources like I wanted. But you can see, I definitely made this room wider, obviously, um, quite a bit wider, by this whole like corner bit here and here. And then you can actually see I made each of these step ups even wider than the room is. Because like the torch here just ends at the wall, right? But the torch here actually has two more blocks. That's an extra 30 blocks I have to mine. And actually consider it's on that side too. That's an extra 60 per level. So, basically a whole extra stack. Um, and oh gosh, what? Like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 20, 23 times 15. So whatever that is, over 300. So it's like 5 stacks for each layer, which is quite a lot. Not in a bad way. Again, I'm just, definitely more than I thought it would be. So it's going to take a little longer. Since it also goes up and over, like it goes up only 1, but it goes over 3, we're going to be much further into the desert than I initially planned, which is okay. We might be able to, I was actually thinking I might dig all the way up to the surface here and then make this like a skylight. And then our real, entrance will be at the end of this tunnel. But that's for the future. I just wanted to show this all to you now before, I actually got to the surface. And you're like, what? Where did all this dirt come from? So, okay, so we're actually nearing the end of the episode here. So I'm probably not going to finish this in time. Instead, I do want to get a little small project done here. A little small project? Yes, a little small project. So we are running out of space for storage. I actually have more cobblestone than this. It's in this side chest here. So I need to start figuring out solutions for that. And I think what I'm going to do is honestly just chop down. Yeah, I'm going to go 3 blocks back here and then put some chests in. So let me get this all cleared out. Okay, got the other side cleared out. I also dug down 2 blocks for the floor. I'd like to add in 1 more chest layer, so that should be all right, I think, storage-wise. Now I want to get the floor replaced with more grass. Okay, one thing that I'm really strict on when building, and that I highly recommend you consider when building yourself, is make sure that there is some sort of solid block underneath any grass or dirt that you place. Especially, if that dirt is going to grow into grass. Like, I would be so inconceivably upset, and I have in the past, when like I break a block that I placed in one of my own builds, and I fall into lava. Like I've experienced that lava pocket before, probably didn't die to it, but now I have because of my own incompetence. Oh man, so salty. So I'm just going through and I'm making sure that like every block underneath this grass is actually solid and not like lava pools. We're so far down, we're hitting a lot of them. Okay, very nice. Some of the measurements are off. After I place the torches, I realized that, oh man, what is it? Well, this torch is just in the wrong spot, but I would need to extend it like a little further that way, which I might still do, but I'll do that later. So now I just need to get the chests placed on the other side. I also think I'm not going to do a 4th layer of chests, and instead I'm just going to bring these down 1 block so I can actually see all of them. And I'm just going to mirror them on the other side, and that should be fine for storage. If I have any more items, I should just bring them to my house. All right, so finally we are all sorted here. Get it? Sorted, like chest sorting. Yeah? Okay. So real quick, I want to take you through how I sorted these chests. So this one here is miscellaneous stuff, mob drops, food. I've got obsidian in here. I'll probably move that to where the diamonds are, which will probably be this chest. I haven't moved those either. I'll do that all off camera. Currently they're in here with the iron and gold, with their respective unsmelted ores. Down here is our coal. We have so much, that was really why I wanted to split them up too. we're definitely going to need more coal storage. So that's good though. I'm glad we've got that. Here is our gravel and our flint. This whole column is for gravel. I'll probably move the flint up there when we get more gravel. And then this is our dirt. We don't have a ton, but we'll probably get a lot more as we're, excavating area. So, that's what this whole extra space here is for, if we need to expand. And then this whole wall will be cobble storage. You can see here, this is the chest I'm working on now. So we're getting a little too full. But yeah, I think this looks really nice. It's not permanent storage. If this actually fills up, we'll probably get like chest mine carts, which do exist in this version apparently. And, get a whole system to bring him back to the house. So, yeah, but we got a lot of work done, This little area here and this whole tunnel, that took us so much time and we're not even done. So, yes, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode and have a great rest of your day. Take care.